Welcome to one of the videos in the TLI Mass Sensor Balance series. This video will explain how to use the balance with the TLI Balance software. I've ensured the balance is connected to the PC by its adapter cable and I have switched it on. Okay, we're ready to go. I have my balance connected to my computer. I have a beaker sitting on the balance and I'm going to pour water into that beaker once we start recording data. Right, I'll power on, I'll click the record button, and now we're collecting data. I'll pour my water into the beaker. There's a little bit of a glitch there as I touch the beaker, and now the water is going into the beaker and the mass is continually changing as it runs in. Okay, I'll stop doing that. I'll turn my recording off. Now, there are a number of features of the software that are worth looking at. I can right click and move up and down on my y-axis with my mouse to adjust that axis. I can double click in the actual graph screen to auto scale that screen. I can turn a grid on or grid off to get more accurate readings. I can put my cursors on to be able to take direct readings from the graph. So I can measure slope, I can measure the change in time and the change in mass on the y-axis. Interval recording allows me to record the data at separate time intervals, starting with 1 second and going through to 20. So I'm going to set my time interval at 1 second initially, and I'll start recording data. And once more I'll pour water into our beaker. So we'll start at once per second and slowly start pouring that water in. Now at any point during the data collection I can change the sample interval. So at this point I can change the sample interval, say, to 4 samples per second, and now it will be much slower. It will only collect a sample every 4 seconds. Now this is ideal if you're running an experiment over a long period of time, something like transpiration, for example, or fermentation. You can run it at a low sampling rate, and that way you won't collect a huge amount of data in the time you want to run it for. Okay, so I will now stop recording. Once I've done that, I can either save that data as a text file, or I can export that data to Excel. If I want to run multiple data sets, I can always change to another data set using my data slider here and start collecting data again, but this time with another colored scroll on the graph, so that we can collect up to 3 sets of data on the one graph and in the one table. Okay, that covers most of the features for the TLI Balance beta version. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you continue to enjoy your TLI Mass Sensor Balance and our TLI Balance software. Thank you.